Assalamu alaikum. I'm Muhammad Shajibul Islam Sheikh. Now I am review a paper evaluation of fingerprint liveness detection by machine learning approach, a semantic view. Um, Fake fingerprint detection is a challenging task in the cybercrime sector. Biometric authentication is growing in many sectors, but spoof fingerprint detection is an essential element because it is used to detect a spot on fingerprint analysis. Spoofing a fingerprint refers the act of creating a replica of a real fingerprint in order to bypass fingerprint authentication system. To prevent spoofing attacking, the fingerprint recognition system often used a liveness detection technique, which aim to distinguish between a real fingerprint and a fake one. These techniques can be included analyzes the texture, temperature, moisture, and other characteristics of fingerprint to determine if it is real or fake. The three ideas used to acquire the sign: hardware module, software processing algorithm, and capture psychic moment. So now question remains, why fingerprint liveness? Because liveness detection is the only solution of anti-spoofing. In this figure show the different hardware and software method used to detect liveness in the fingerprint technique. Hardware carries blood pressure, skin distortion, visual based, and software captured image quality based, skin deformation based, fusion based, and so on. So the following step proposed an effective and high accuracy identification of liveness of fingerprint analysis, the real-time input image, then computing f of u of v for the original image, which is Cartesian, then conversion of from Cartesian, compute with the fast Fourier transform, and the value are obtained on a square lattice on a polar lattice. This process is called polar conversion from Cartesian. Then for the dimension reduction, use principal component analysis, PCA. PCA is one of the effective method to reduce or tune the dimension of in the image. Here it is calculated for lower dimension basis to the signify the data. The second phase of this process is the data collection from the image, training data from the classifier, and aggregating, detecting the liveness of fingerprint images are the pipelines of the second step of the proposed algorithm. A hyperplane by SVM focusing on the focus to have huge boundary with nearest point. The final model in this research paper depends on the validation time and error calculating of executing the single operation. During the cross validation process, hyperplane parameters are treated by an automated combination of processing. One of the most important considerations in the classification of liveness, mm, one of the liveness fingerprint detection is spatial resolutions. Mm, so there are 50K real and spoof fingerprint images in this paper. Training and testing data are 80 to 20, 80 for training and 20 for testing. Performance of each approach based on the metrics such as accuracy, precision, recall, and F measure. The overall performance of the proposed model can be determined by calculating accuracy, single classifier, and ensemble classifier. The precision is responsible for the model's positive prediction accuracy. The recall specifies the overall converge of the actual positive samples. The F measure is used to compute for unbalanced classes. They get 90.34% accuracy. That's a decent accuracy. Demonstrate the 2.5% error of the existing method. So uh, for future work, reduce the fake image and add more features as they train it more a little bit of fake images. Use a single classifier and ensemble approaches in this paper. So try to modify this individual chunk and add more images of fingerprint, Liveness fingerprint, because Liveness fingerprint number is short in this paper. So if someone high get for high accuracy, they add more Liveness fingerprint. Thank you for joining.